that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now Brady. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This game sucks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Brady again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, the way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
I believe in the red zone I can go for it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got the first down inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Brady now on first down.
Oh,
He
come
couldn't
on.
quite hold it. Got hit.
This game.
Ball pops out.
So
Incomplete.
silly.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
I don't get this game.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Ohio State, Garyon Conley. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He really had to do the block in the back right as the play was ending. That was instrumental. Let's see if that gets it. Okay. Of course I have to work harder.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Good pass.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second down following the run. Carr now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Where the fuck did that guy come from?
The Patriots gearing up to go now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November.
I don't even know where that guy came
Already
from.
eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on.
A double team, and it's intercepted.
Oh, well.
Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, partner, we just saw the second interception of the game against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the
I would just suggest he
sheet,
just run all game because I don't think he can pass. That would be my suggestion. Just run.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. First down, the run with Lynch. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Cooper in for a difficult matchup this afternoon. He's going to be shaded by Stephon Gilmore. As we know, Charles, that's not an easy prospect.
And no, that's not an easy prospect at all, because Stephon Gilmore's got everything you're looking for in an elite cornerback. The speed, the agility, the size. So when you think about having to run routes against him all game long, you're in for a battle all the way through.
Great punt. Aww.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be
Let me show you how to score, guys. This is how you score.
It has to be done. He's putting the game in
jeopardy. This is how you score.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, come on.
Can't get away, and Brady will go down. Aldon Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Obi Melifonwu, rookie out of Utah. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They did not want that. He was like,
you hear me laughing,
I'm
I'm
allergic to
not
the
laughing
football.
at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Like, they broke everything on this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that's hooking,
come on.
and Janikowski missed it. It's no good, wide right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I think you can make that.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
I think you could make that if you wanted it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
What?
He couldn't quite hold it.
Gotta catch
hit.
that, buddy.
Ball pops out,
Yeah,
incomplete.
you're done.
So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
That, buddy.
To throw again, Brady.
Yeah.
And that is incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Shit,
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
God, that was really bad.
On third down, Brady. He's got a man. It's Mitchell.
Madden, dog. Madden. That's just silly, Madden. That's just silly.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Got hurt? I don't think so.
On first down, Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7.
Why are you running cover 2
gain of
invert,
39
like,
that
why?
time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme
short yardage
arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
Why are you running it in the middle of the field,
I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interception?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense.
I was trying to fade route, but apparently the fade route does not work.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete down.
Here's Brady to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Carr now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Raider 1st down as Carr finds Cooper. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On is the punter, King, to send it away.
It's a pretty good punt.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
People are strange.
Cooks will come in motion right. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Foreman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
That's all I ask.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Just the blocky block. That's it.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Thank you, bros. Thank you.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brought in by Walford, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So we've reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Carr to throw on second down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With ease. With ease, bro. With fucking ease.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. So the offense lining up first and 10. Carr gives it off to Washington. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Derek Rivers in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Come on, Doug.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. And that is incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Getting there, instantly. I see a high five. It's hard as fuck to go through my playbook. And this shit is so fucking laggy. I already only got 18 seconds left. Like, what the fuck is this piece of shit game?
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Man, I can't call shit.
To throw on second down. Carr over the middle. It's Jared Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Flush down, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
You got this. Come on, you're going to make it.
Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Third time's a try. Third time's a try.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
Like, you're just asking to get raped. Like, stop running. Don't run coming to on Brandon Cooks. That's the first thing you gotta do. Just FYI.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Brady now to throw, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Say hi, Coach. Say hi, Coach.
Back now in the East Bay. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
What?
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Lynch. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And my goodness, another interception.
Just go right at
Picked
him.
off
Go
by the
right
rookie from Ohio State, Garrett Conley.
Go right at
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Tight end. These were the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe he can precision.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
I don't have to milk it. Don't need to.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done
Cody
that.
Core, 78 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's got room. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. And tough starting field position here. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one, because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that's complete to Walford. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is Lynch. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. They'll
keep pounding here with Lynch. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
I hope you learn your lesson. Don't run. Just pass. Be like me. Pass 10 times.
The Raiders on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the play and a first down. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And a wildcat formation here. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the...
That is not.